Okay, good morning. We're live again, and so I'm going to talk about learning while walking and documenting everything. This is, I think, my fourth day of vlogging in a row, and I'm using this time so that I can learn about how to make videos on YouTube, how I can put together a channel, build a channel, and improve everything that I'm doing with YouTube. And so I'm obviously going to make a lot of mistakes along the way, but that's okay. That's my intent, is to be able to go back and watch my videos and learn from my videos and get better at the craft. So today I want to talk about learning while walking, and that's something that I've done throughout the years. And I managed to, in 2022, I managed to walk over half the year on an average of 5 miles a day. I read the entire Gospels 8 times through, reading a Gospel a day while walking. And some of those days required me to walk upwards of 8.5 miles so that I could get the entire Gospel in. And so when I read Matthew and Luke, those Gospels took me approximately 8. I'd say around 8 miles to do, and then Mark and Luke were less. So that's one thing I did. Another thing I'm doing is I listen to podcasts, and so I listened to Crafting Character podcast to Steve Carter as I was getting ready for the No Regrets conference that I just came back from last week, and I used that because Steve Carter was the keynote in there, and he's a Christian speaker. So I listen to all of his podcasts, and right now when I'm driving, I'm listening to the Think Media podcast, and so I'm up to like 250 episodes on that. And when I go out and I walk today, which I'm going to do, hopefully I'm going to be able to get into the rhythm and walk every day for the rest of this year. We'll see what happens. It's hard to be disciplined, but I'm getting into the rhythm of doing a video a day, which is not something that Think Media and Sean Cannell recommends. He actually recommends a video a week, but I'm doing it a little bit different. But that's what we do. You know, we have our own things, and we try to make it work out the best we can with the time that we have. And so I'm going to listen to his podcast and get caught up to current on there. I think I have about 3 or 4 months worth of podcasts left to catch up, maybe a little bit more, to be current on the Think Media podcast. But that's my learning that I'm going to do. And then I'll see what I can come up with next. What would be a good topic to study. Now, when I did the Gospels, I actually read them on my iPhone using the Bible app, and as I was walking, and that was an incredibly motivating time for me. A lot of things changed. My life just got so much better after reading the Gospels, and it didn't get easier. I would say it did get tougher, but it was better. Things just really flowed out, and I really was able to handle life very, very well, and I grew so much through that time. I have my pastor at my church. He said everything you need to know is in the Gospels, and so if you read that, you're in a good place, and then you can build upon that. You can go into other books. Unfortunately, I've read the Bible cover to cover, but it's been well, we're coming up on 8 years since I've done that, and I think that maybe that will be the next thing, is going back through and reading the Bible cover to cover again. I'm not quite sure whether I'm going to do that or not, or whether I'll study certain areas, but that would be a good thing. The great thing about walking every day and doing that is I actually got in really great shape doing that, and I felt good. Not as good as I felt this year after having the gallbladder removed. I think I was suffering quite a bit then. with gallbladder problems, and I just didn't realize it. But physically, everything else, I felt really good. So I'm wondering if by getting out and doing the walking again, if I can get into that rhythm and keep on doing it, that maybe I'll feel the best I felt since my early 20s again. And it'd be really nice to get into shape. I know people talk about getting in shape. We hear people doing it all the time. I don't want to do any fad diets or anything, but I just really want to build up my endurance, and I think walking is a fantastic way. It's a healthy way, and it's not too harsh on you. So that's what I'm going to do today. Is I'm going to actually go out and take a walk before I do anything else, and we'll see how it comes. Now, what I'll probably do is do another video tonight. No guarantees. I'm thinking about doing that, and then I can give a recap of my day and share, what progress we made and what do I want to change. What do I want to do going forward. I do have to get in and do some work on my learning how to use Adobe Premiere Pro and editing and laying out videos, because I don't necessarily want to stick with live vlogging all the time. I would like to be able to produce some videos that I can get maybe set up for evergreen content, and they are very specific, and I'll drop those into the niches that I'm looking towards, and just build towards that and build a foundation so that there is a series of videos that work with each other to deliver a message that's valuable to people that are looking for information in those areas. And I just want to encourage you too. Everybody in your life, you have experiences that you share that you can offer to other people, and that lets them see a different perspective. And if you approach it from, this is my story, and I just want to throw this out here, and I don't know how you think about this, but this is just my experience, and why don't you tell me what your experience is, that you can help so many people do that. You don't have to be an expert. The topics that I'm going to talk about, I know a lot about because I know what I've experienced, but that doesn't mean that I know everything there is to know about them. And so I don't want to impose my opinion, my beliefs on other people. I want to give other people something to think about. So that being said, I'm not committing to a daily walk right at this time. I've tried to do that, and I have failed on doing the daily walks. What I am doing is I'm going to go walking, and if I walk the next day, and if I walk the next day, that's all good. As far as the daily vlog, I'm not committing to a daily vlog every day as of right now, but I have done 4 days in a row, and I think I probably will do more live vlogging than at least once a day coming up. I'm not sure. We'll see how it goes. And I do want to get into doing the pre-recorded videos. So with that said, I'm going to go ahead and get off this video, and I hope, if you're watching, I hope it's valuable to you. And otherwise, what will happen is I'm going to watch it back, and I'm going to learn from the videos I do so that I can get better. Have a blessed day. Have a better day tomorrow. And I will see you soon in the next video.